Looks like I'm alive. Lead of the day, Jeff here, commit, don't quit. You know what? I had to think of one today. I thought, you know what? I'm having a great time. You know what? Spring, can't ask for anything better. Getting out, enjoying life. Time of my life. I cannot, you know, I have a family, a wife, 2 kids. What more can you ask? Anyways, hope everybody's having a good day. I realize what's happening in the world right now, but talk about it, I imagine, once we get a few people in here. Hope you're having a good day, and like I said, you know, I'm not using the start screen anymore, at least for the time being. If anybody down the road, maybe we can come back to it for a bit, but for now, I think we'll take it out of the picture for the time being. Anyways, how you doing? It's good to see you. Dave, great to see you. Desmond Saunders, Arts Adventures. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Dave, I saw some Michael Fires. I was busy today and stuff like that, so I let it run in the background. Anyways, how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing good. I know there's a lot going on in the world. I just, you know, I was taking a look here, and I just saw what's going on in France and stuff in Notre Dame Cathedral. Thanks. Anyways, I don't know much about it, but yeah, I just literally CNN, the news channel and stuff like that. Saw some video and stuff. It looks like it's a little out of hand. Hope everybody's having a good day. John T. Cash. John, how are you? It's good to see you. Welcome. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing well. I don't know, is there, let me see here, give me a second. Is the brook too loud? Can anybody tell me if, I can't hear it at all. And on the video playback, I couldn't see if there's any sound from the river at all. So I don't know if you can hear anything, if it's too loud. If it's too loud, let me know. If it's okay, no worries. Anyways, I hope you're doing well, everybody. Happy Monday, right? Happy Monday. Destination Chronicles. Good morning. How are you? Good afternoon. Good morning, wherever you are. It's nice to have you. Thanks. And, you know, it could be the next day in some other places. So thanks again for coming. Much appreciated. You know what? Happy Monday, right? Like, hey, beautiful day out. The sun's out. You know what? It's a little chilly here, but other than that, you know what? Beautiful, beautiful day. Eileen, how are you, Eileen? It's great to see you, Eileen. Bayou, the fam. Nice to see you. Business matters. Yes, I saw the cathedrals blaze. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't really talk about it other than literally about 2 minutes before. I was like, what's this? And it says Notre Dame Cathedral ablaze. That's, unfortunately, I don't know anything more than that. And Dave, I won't talk about what happened last night on the television, that show, because I don't know. I didn't see it. Joe and I are going to watch it tonight, so that's about as much as I can say. It started last night. How's that sound? I'll not even go on about it. I can hear it. Okay, good. Is it too loud? Desmond's under touch quieter. Okay. How's that? Can you put in the chat if it's a little better? I put it down to about 3/4. I can go halfway. No problem. Just let me know if it's if it is a little too loud. Video calling show. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. Just like I said, this is nothing special. It's Monday. I couldn't think of anything. I called it, you know, time of my life. Having a good time. Spring. Finally getting out again, doing some videos and that. I think I'm gonna slow down. Not 100% on the lives, but we might tone it down to 2-3 a week and that. We might not have 5 or 6 a week anymore. I might just tone it down. Last night we didn't do the Jeff and JoJo show. Last night Joe was tired and she says, I'm not up for it. I said, no problem. So we didn't do that last night. And like I said, we always do Monday to Friday 2 p.m. I'll see, now that the good weather's here, I might, we'll see what happens, but I might bring it down to about 3 a week, but we'll see. I might do it all this week, and then after that, might start bringing it down to a couple a week. Because, you know what, sometimes you get on here and it's like, what do you talk about? So I thought, you know, maybe it's better if I just do a couple a week, a few, maybe 2 or 3, and you know what, I'll have more to talk about. Let's see here. Country Cycle Cam, hey buddy, how are you? It's nice to see you. That's fine. Okay, Dave, thanks again. I appreciate it. Destination Chronicles, the water sound might make hey. Look at that, I got some water. Hey? And, you know, as you can see, I'm not doing that 10-minute intro or whatever. I cut that out, I think, Friday? I think I'm going to try without it, just start going live again like I used to and bypass it. You know what? people come anyways, and if they're gonna come, they're coming, and if they're not, that's fine too. So, but I think it might have annoyed people, so I thought, maybe I should cut that back. So I'm gonna cut it back from now on, because I know a lot of people say, some people like, oh, it gives me time, and other people are like, hey, just cut it out completely. So we'll see what happens. Perfect. Oh, thanks very much, Video Calling Show. Thank you very much. Timmy Minda. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much for coming. Oh, I love the waffles. Yeah, literally, like I said, I was out this morning, and I didn't have a lot of time to get this set up. So literally, about the last half hour, I was trying to get thumbnail and get this ready. And usually it takes a couple minutes, but it took me a little bit longer. So I was like, I need to find a thumbnail. I need to find a running video or something. So, anyways, this is what we came up with. And you know what? I'm enjoying getting out now again, and I'm gonna try to do a video a week. So yeah, get back in the swing of things and stuff like that. We'll see how things go. Let's see here. Skills. Hey Bob, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. I hope you're well. I hope you're doing well. Like I said, I think I'm gonna after this week, I might just probably before this week, because literally Friday's Good Friday, so my wife, I may do Friday, but I don't know. But everybody's home, so we may not do Friday. And then next week we might tone it down to about 3 a week, 3 lives a week, because sometimes you can do 5 like that, and sometimes 5, you get on, and it's a little difficult to think of things every day. So I don't want to be stuttering and stammering for everybody. So I think even my wife thought, maybe it's the best. I'm not getting tired of any of this. Like I said, time of my life, I'm loving YouTube, but I think I need to bring it down a little bit. I've been going with the lives every day and stuff. So I'm gonna bring it back a little bit and still do it, but just maybe not 5 times a week. That's all. And once, like I said, we didn't go live, Joe and I, last night, and we'll see what happens. But I don't know if she's getting tired of it, but she didn't want to do it, so I said no problem. We just cut the Jeff and JoJo show out for last night, and we'll probably do it again. But it may not be every Sunday night. I don't know, but we'll see how the lives go and stuff. But I'm gonna try to do more videos and stuff like that. Let's see here. Smash the like. Oh, thanks, Destination Chronicles, much appreciated. Yes, Jeff, need to get out in that good way. Exactly, Dave. That's why I think, and the work portion in the next month and a half is going to be changing, so I need to start spending more time with that. So by the time June hits, I probably be just maybe in the evening and stuff with this, but we'll see what the next month and a half brings. Let's see here. Scrap and Irish. Hey, how are you? Thanks. Oh gosh, no worries, Scrap and Irish. You know what? Like I said, sometimes I can't always get through, but it is good to try your best and stuff like that. But it's nice to see you. Thanks very much, buddy, for coming over. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Where are we here? And Joe would say we're at home. Steve. Hey, Steve, how are you? It's good to see you. Steve, welcome to Instagram. How are you? It's good to see you, Steve. I think it was Saturday night. It's like 2 or 3 in the morning. I was just getting ready to go to bed. Joe and I had been watching a movie, and I was messing around on this, and I was like, I wonder what's on Instagram. I'm scrolling through. There you are, Steve. And I thought, oh, Steve's on Instagram finally. It's good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Let's see here. Sorry about this. Hey, Eric, how are you? Recycle Dude, it's good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. Let's see here. Let's see. Hey, Raphael. Oh my gosh, Raphael. Everybody, you know what? Joe and I finally saw Raphael Scrapper on the weekend. I'd never seen you, Raphael. I'd seen the videos and I saw you working. I had no idea. It was great. Literally, I was out on Saturday. I wasn't home till about 9:30 at night, or 9:30, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, something like that. I think it was about 9 o'clock or so I got home on Saturday night. What happened was my buddy and I went just outside of Windsor, down by the Detroit. One of our buddies that we went to school with like 30 years ago, he turned 50 last week, and his wife and kids had a surprise birthday, a surprise 50th birthday. Well, it wasn't a surprise once we got there, but anyways, I went down for a few hours, saw him. It was good to see him. We haven't seen him in a bit, and had a good time, and he was hilarious. They start singing happy birthday, and he's a funny guy and stuff, but I didn't realize, asking him to do a speech, he says, I need another drink. But anyways, we had a good time, so I wasn't until later. But Raphael, I came home, and Joe's like, oh my gosh, you gotta see this, Raphael. I think it's Raphael and his wife. They're live. I said, oh, okay. And she says, no, but you can see Raphael. I said, oh my gosh. So anyways, I went on, and oh my gosh, Raphael, you were doing such a great job, my friend. You were doing a good job. It was great to see you. It was good to see you, Raphael. Let's see here. Yes, it is good, Bob, to see Recycled Dude. It is great to see Eric. It certainly is. It certainly is. Oh, you just got back from work, Steve. Did you? Oh, that's good. Yeah, it must be, what, 8 o'clock or 8:30 or quarter after 8 or something at night there, Steve? Let's see here. Sorry about this. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, everybody. I'm a little bit lagging in the chat today. I apologize for that. A little quicker usually, but not today. Not today. Bob says, I'm doing well. About to upload a video. Oh, good. Gil Skills. That's amazing. Gil Skills said today Recycled Dude is in the house. Exactly. I see that, Bob. I see that. Hey, Grant. How are you, buddy? It's good to see you. It is good to see you. Daily D and Mysteries. How are you? I was heading on Saturday. We were out down your way. I imagine, you're down close to Windsor, Detroit area. I imagine you know where Comber is. We were out in Comber, buddy. It was his 50th birthday, so we went down to that end of the country and stuff like that on the weekend. Gemma, how you doing? It's nice to see you. Welcome. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a great day or great evening. Let's see here. Raphael, Jeff, it was good. You don't watch it to the end. Oh my gosh, mate. I heard exactly what happened. But you know what? It could happen to us all, right? Joe says, oh my gosh, Raphael was the best. I said, anyways, I watched some of it. I didn't get to see it all, Raphael. But I see you were on for a bit. But oh my gosh, Raphael. It was so good to see you, my friend. So good to see you. Everybody, check each other out. Check out Raphael Scrap, a great guy. Anyways, Raphael, I talk about things. I'm just going to say, you know what? I had a blast. It was a lot of fun, my friend. A lot of fun. Let's see here. Drew's Food. Hey, Drew, it's Jeff of the Day. How you doing? Hello, is this Dirty Dancing Jeff of the Day at the same time of his having the time of his life? Yes, time of my life. Thank you. No, anyways, it's good to see you, Drew. Thanks again for coming. It's real good to see you, my friend. Sorry. Let's see here. Oh, thanks, Scrap and Irish. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know what? If you're new or you do like the channel, if you do hit the subscribe, I can't speak. That's awesome. If you like what you see and you want to get notified for videos and lives, if you tap that bell, hit it, or lick it. That's taken that's right out of Bill from Nomadic Bike Guy. Lick that bell, everybody. Anyways, thanks again. I appreciate it. That's my used car salesman for the pitch for the afternoon and stuff like that. But thanks for coming, everybody. Much appreciated. Let's see here. Drew says yes. I'm sorry, guys, for all those Dragon Fire wings. And oh gosh, Drew. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about the show that I wanted to see last night, Game of Thrones. And I know Desmond's daughters or Trev, they'd go to sleep in 2 seconds. Dave, don't worry, I'm not going to talk about it. I didn't see it. But tonight we're going to watch it, and I'm going to spread tomorrow. Just teasing. I won't talk about it. But I can't wait to see it tonight. If you're into Game of Thrones, it started last night. We haven't seen it, so going to try. But yeah, this weekend I did catch a little bit of hockey, and anybody that's into hockey, you know what, I think about 99.9% people in the chat are not, probably do not care for hockey. But this fellow Canadian loves hockey, and my team did semi-okay, but they blew it to Boston on Saturday. But anyways, we'll see what happens. I think it's tonight. But you know what, all the teams I think everybody was going for. Tampa, there's a team. Let's put it this way, anybody that does like hockey, anybody that doesn't, I'll be done in about 30 seconds. If you like hockey, you know what, I imagine a lot of people thought Tampa was going to walk over Columbus, hey, no. As of last night, Columbus Blue Jackets are up 3-0. Hey, Boone Jenner, everybody. Good friend of the family in that. His family lives outside of Dorchester. I worked with his aunt, and great young fella. But he plays. He's one of the players on Columbus Blue Jackets, and hey, go Columbus. Anyways, I want the Leafs, but go Columbus Blue Jackets. Let's take out Tampa. Let's see what happens. But anyways, that's enough talking about hockey. Let's see where we are. East Mesa Urban Homestead in the house. How you doing, Priscilla Nilla? How are you? It's good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Let's see here. Gemma, I'm watching Game of Thrones from the beginning on DVD. Joe and I did that, Gemma, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. We went through all 7 seasons in about 3 weeks. We had to get caught up. It had been, about a year and a half or so since the last season. So we thought we need to get caught up, and we forgot a little bit, so it's kind of nice to watch. But I promise I'm not going to talk about it, because some people on here, Gemma, don't, they're definitely not into it. So definitely, there's other channels that can talk about it. I'm excited to see it, that's all. Just food. Let's see here. Let's see. Sorry, everybody. I'm moving to Chad now. I did get the Game of Thrones Oreos. Drew, that's awesome. Daily D and Mysteries. You love hockey. Yes, so do I. Now, you know what? Since good old Stevie's not on Detroit yet, and they weren't in the playoffs, you know what? I have to give my Leafs and stuff like that. But I think, next year, maybe, hopefully, we'll see good old Stevie back in Detroit. We'll have to see. I think his contract's up. But that would be awesome to see him leave Tampa and come back home to Detroit. That really would. Video Collins show. My favorite hockey team is the Indianapolis Racers. Now, I'll have to check that out. I will have to check that out, Jim. I definitely will have to check that out. Florida Pirate, how you doing? Stop by to say hi and give him a thumbs up. Thanks so much, my friend. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Daily D and Mysteries. I've sat down for a nice chat with Ty Domi a few years ago. Did you? That's awesome. You know what? Who's Ty Domi's son playing for now? I can't remember who Ty Domi's... Is it Max Domi? Who's he playing for? Is he playing for Montreal? I think he plays for Montreal now. But, you know what? That would be probably a pretty interesting one. Nazim Kadri, he's from London here. The guy plays for the Leafs. But, anyways, most people are not going to know who he is anyways. But, Eileen says, we used to watch the Boston Bruins when Bobby Orr was there. Now, that's classic hockey, Eileen. That's classic hockey. You got Don Cherry, Jerry Cheevers, you know what? They had, they were top one of the original 6. So you can't beat it, Eileen. You cannot beat that hockey. We can chat on Facebook Messenger. That's awesome, Gemma. Howdy, Priscilla Nelly. Yes, Bob, that's good to see her, isn't it? Good to see East Mesa. I can't speak today. East Mesa Urban Homestead in the house, everybody. It's good to see you, buddy. It is good to see you. Let's see here. Oh, no, Video Calling Show. They're no longer, are they? No? Oh, no, that's too bad. I did not know that, Jim. Like I said, there's a lot of teams, like, in the States, here, too, that I don't know. I know a lot of the OHL teams here in Ontario, but it doesn't mean that I know such and such, or vice versa, people may not know of. We have our team's called the London Knights. A lot of fellas that hit the NHL, like Corey Perry and a few other fellas and stuff have come through London. But yeah, I mean, I don't know every team, but hey, I love hockey. It's just my game. I grew up with a stick in my hand. Jim, I've been to see my dad today. It was his birthday yesterday. He's 54. Well, happy belated birthday to your dad, Jim. I hope I'm sure you love seeing him, and you know what, it's great to have a dad. So I'm sure he loves seeing you too, Jim. I'm sure he did. What did I miss? Well, you don't want to know, Dave. It was too much. I think what happened was the minute I started talking about Game of Thrones, Dave, don't worry, I'm not talking about it. I was just saying I missed it last night, so I can't even talk about it today. Yes, Daily D and Mysteries, it's Max. That is who we were talking about. I met a lot of players, actually, via the Spitfires. Spitfires. You know what? Who played for the Spits back years ago? Another fella I knew, Todd Warner. Todd Warner, he played for Windsor Spitfires before he got into went into the NHL, and went to high school with his sister Julianne, and she lives down in Cabo San Lucas now. But yeah, Todd Warner, he played for the Leafs, and I think he played for the Lightning for a bit. But yeah, Todd Warner, he was a good. This I'm talking like 20 some years ago, I guess. That was Todd Warner with the Leafs, but a long time ago now. Gemma says, yeah, we had a lot of fun. Thank you. I made him a photo card and he cried. Oh gosh. Well, I'm sure he did, Gemma. I'm sure he did. Video Collins, World Hockey Association from 74 to 78. Jim, do you remember Cleveland? Was it Cleveland? Not Cleveland Browns. Was it Cleveland Barons or Cleveland Seals? They were a hockey team in the 1970s and stuff. Cleveland had a team, surprisingly. This is before, you know what, some of the teams went into the NHL. You remember Hartford Whalers before they were they in the WHL? No, the WHL. What were they in? What league before they hit the NHL? I can't remember who Hartford became now. They became some team. Gosh, I did see Hartford just you know, in not the end of what's his name's career, in Gordie Howe's career. I remember him playing with Marty and Mark, I think, for Hartford for a bit. Let's see here. Oh, Desmond's not just laughing. I'll let Jeff know you were talking about hockey. The phone rang. Okay, Dave. Yeah, nothing really. Just, you know, enjoyed some hockey. I went out on Saturday to one of our buddies. It was his 50th birthday. Came home Saturday night. Didn't get home till later. So, and then yesterday we were a little bit busy. And you know what? This week, 4 days a week. I told my wife 3 more sleeps, and then it'll be the weekend for everybody. Will be home. The wife and the 2 kids will be off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it's perfect. I have a 4-day weekend with them all. So, and I haven't seen my daughter since last week. About a week, almost a week and a half ago. She wasn't here this weekend. Her grandparents were down from up north, so she stayed with her mom, which is great for her, and she got to see everybody. And I think they're staying till today or tomorrow, so I won't see her till either Thursday night or Friday. But you know, I'm looking forward to seeing her. It seems like sometimes when we miss a week with her, I sure miss her and stuff. I miss her all the time, anyways. But I can't wait to see her this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. Gemma. Eileen, yeah, I also bought him a Best Dad trophy and grow up your own beer cups and some shirts. Oh, that's awesome, Gemma. That is good. Cleveland Barons. Is it, Jim? Yes. Do you remember that? I remember those. I was born in 69, Jim, so basically I was just a kid back then. I was, 8 or 9 years old. But, you know what? I remember those teams. I do remember them. I do remember. Oh, yes. Desmond Donders. Yeah, short week and raw for Donder. That's awesome. That is so good. I'm so glad to hear. I imagine you must be excited. I hear, you know, I saw some photos and stuff. I think you or Lindsay put them up on their Instagram or Facebook or whatever it was, Dave. But, you know, we saw them and Joe says, oh, weren't they beautiful and that. But I know it might have been just not the big one that you wanted, but this weekend is a big one for you, Dave. So I imagine you're probably excited. But, oh gosh, Jim. Oh my gosh, I was 19 at the time, Gemma. I was born in 1988, Jeff. Oh my gosh, Gemma, guess what? I finished high school in 1987. I went off to college September of 87. I turned 19 and no, not 19. I was 17 going off to college in 87 because my birthday's in December, so I turned 18 in December. But the first year of college was September of 1987. So, oh my gosh, I'm starting to feel old. Oh gosh. But yeah, many years ago, Gemma. My gosh. That makes me just a couple years younger than your dad then, Gemma. Oh gosh. Well, that's great, Gemma. That, you know what? 88 was a good year. I remember it like it was yesterday. It's funny, you know what? I remember the 80s better than I can remember some of the last 10 years almost. Some of the fun things going through the 80s and stuff. Some people say whatever, but yeah, I was, you know, a teen and just getting into my own at the ending of the 80s. So, you know what? I totally remember them. Desmond's Instagram over the weekend and Facebook this morning, Jeff. Okay, Dave. Okay. Eileen says, I'm ancient. I was born in 62. Well, you know what? That means you're only 7 years older than I am, Eileen, so that you're not old at all, because I'm hoping I don't feel old. I'll be 50 at the end of the year. I'm not 50 quite yet, but I'll be 50 in December, so. But, hey, you know what? You're only as old as you feel, Eileen. Oh gosh, Destination Chronicles. I graduated high school in '76. I'm truly old. Oh my gosh, Destination Chronicles. That's the year my wife was born. She was born in '76. So I'll have to tell her that. She loves that. She'll love that. Oh, video calling show. High school in '81. Did you finish high school, Jim, in '81? I started high school in 1983. So, oh my gosh. Desmond Thunders. 88 laugh aloud. My son was 4 in 1988. Whoops, I was born in 1960. Wait a second. I was going to say, Dave, you're a young one, Dave. I was born in 1960. So you know what? You're only what, about 8.5 probably. You're 9 years older than me, Dave. That's nothing. That's you're a young chap too. Then that's what Keg always says. He says you're a young fella. Anyways, you know what? Hey, everybody, Big Keg. He started school. He you know what? He put some photos up and stuff, and he started school. I think he sent me a message. He goes, I don't know about this, but you know what? He's excited. He's super excited about being back in school. So you know what? If you see him or talking to him, say, hey, congratulations, Keg, for going back to school. He's going to start a business in that, I think, later in the year. I don't know if in the summer or the beginning of the fall. But he went back to school to upgrade for the business course that he's the job that he's going to be going into. So I think he's going to start his own business. But anyways, if you see him, congratulate him, because you know what? If anybody knows Keg, you know, we all love him and stuff. And that's why, you know what, he sent me a message. He says, you may not see me in chats or a lot of things the next little bit. I said, hey, don't worry about it. You know what? That's way more important than this. It's great to see you, but you know, we'll see you when you see you. And, you know what? We can always send him a message to say hi to him anyways. But anyways, he's busy right now, so we probably won't see him for a bit. And I think it's early morning anyways right now in Australia. But if you're talking to him, congratulate him. He's a good guy, everybody. Destination Chronicles says born in '58. So you're about 11 years older than me. That's nothing. That's nothing. Destination Chronicles. That's a young one too. Desmond Saunders. I am not old and 60 next year. Oh, good, Dave. Good. That's you know, that'll be about 10 and a half years for me, my friend. Eileen says that's my birth month. Jeff, is it, Eileen? That's great. Desmond Saunders says 76 year Lindsay and I met. Did you really, Dave? You know what? Joe's gonna be so happy to hear that, Dave. I'm gonna tell her tonight. She's gonna be I'm sure she'll send either you or Lindsay a message, Dave. But yeah, Joe was born in August of '76. So what's that make her? Should be she's 42, I guess. I better quit talking about her age, right? No woman usually wants somebody to know their age. Oh yeah, graduated in '81. My gosh, I moved out of Toronto, Jim. We moved out of a city. I was 12. 1982. We moved out of Toronto. I still remember it to this day. My parents came and told me, you know what, we're going to be moving to a small town. And I looked at them and I thought, what? And I still remember the town we moved to. I think it had 5,000 people. Just a small farming community. And I wasn't used to the country at all. I'd lived in the city all my life. Even as a kid, I'd get on the bus and head down to town or the subway or whatever. It didn't matter. I could be like 7 or 8 on a bus in downtown Toronto. But it's not the same as it was back in the 70s. But I remember saying to my mom, I said, I can get on a bus, right? And go down and see my friends. They're like, the bus only comes in, I forget if she said Friday night or Saturday morning or something. I said, what? She says, yeah, you can't leave the city, the town. I said, what do you mean I can't leave the town? I said, I've got to get on the bus to go. Literally, I moved 3 hours away, so I wasn't getting on the bus to move anywhere, to go anywhere, to see my friends. And yeah, as time goes on, you dwindle down. You don't see your friends, especially at that age. They all but disappear, it seems like. But yeah, we moved in '82, and we moved to this small town. I grew up there from 12 to about 17, and I couldn't wait to get out of there. I said, you know what, the worst 5 years of my life, and I could not wait to get out of there. But I don't know if I'd want to move back there specifically, but I said to Joe, you know what, living in the city, we live in a city about close to 500,000 people now, and I don't mind it, but I said to her, you know what, as I'm getting older, I'm totally look to something about moving out of the city into a small town now. You know, when you're young, the big city, if that's where you grew up, that's exciting, but as you grow up with your kids, it changes. I would love, you know, to be outside, not anywhere close to a city. Let's see here. Desmond Standish. Yeah, Dave, I better be quiet, right? Because if she's listening, I could be in trouble, right? And I don't think she is. Only I'm pretty sure Joe is. She's been busy. She like I always said, lately she's not on here. She doesn't get on, unfortunately. But that's fine. She's at work, and you know what? It is what it is. And once in a while she'll get on here. She's still working on her first video, but she's in no rush. Like I always said, you know, you see her in the chats and stuff, either this chat or somebody else's live or whatever. But she just likes watching. She really has no interest in like, she wants to put a few videos and stuff. Like, she's making one she's been doing for like almost a month and a half now. But she'll go back and she goes, I don't like this, so she erases it. Anyway, she did an intro to the video, and she did it out in the park about 2 or 3 weeks ago. She came home, I wasn't paying attention, I was watching something, and she says, you didn't like it, and I think she ended up going and deleted it. She was so upset with me, but she did a good job. She really did. She was trying to film the video, and it was real windy out, so she had headphones in. You know, it turned out fine. It turned out really quite well, but she was a little perturbed with me for literally not being as interested as I should have. So anyways, Eileen, my birthday is December 12th, 62. Mine's the 10th, Eileen, so I won't forget your birthday. Everybody in the family just about. Eileen, it's funny, my mom and I were December, my dad and my brother were July. It's kind of funny how the family, you know, stuck in the same month. But Desmond's daughter's work's a 4-letter word. It certainly is, isn't it? It certainly is. What are we doing here? So, has anybody seen, I hope I didn't shut that off. Anybody seen Peaky Blinders? It's on, not HBO, what do you call it? It's on Netflix. I just started watching it, Joe and I, about a week or two ago. I love the show, and the reason I started watching, I saw it a while ago, didn't know if I'd have any interest, but Marie from The Purchase, I'm sure a lot of you know Marie, she was like, Jeff, Martin, that's her husband, she said, Martin loves Peaky Blinders, Jeff, you have to try it out. I thought, yeah, I'll watch it, but you know, sometimes you push things off, and then all of a sudden one night I had nothing to watch. I started watching it, and Joe started watching it with me. I thought, this is definitely not something she's going to be into. She watched one episode. I started watching by the second episode, she loves it. So if you get a chance, Peaky Blinders it takes place in 1918 and then Birmingham, and it's a fantastic show, just fantastic show. Let's see here, Raphael, cool, Jeff. Mine's hey Raphael, I'm not gonna hey Eileen and Raphael, I will not forget it. I will not forget you, because if yours is the 11th and Eileen is the 12th, hey 10, 11, 12, I'm not gonna forget it. Sagittarius is Sagittarius rule. Oh, it's good. Hey, I think that's why we get along, right, Eileen and Raphael? No, I'm you know what? That's awesome. That is awesome. No way, Dave. No way. Oh, Dave, I'm not gonna forget that your son was born. Craig was born on December 10th, 84. Oh my gosh, Dave, I did not know that. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm so gonna tell Jo. She's gonna love that, Dave. That is amazing. I love it. Dave, I only knew like 2 people ever that were born December 10th, and they were, you know, Susan Dave from the Partridge Family. You remember? I can't remember her name. The oldest daughter on the Partridge Family, and then who was it? Kenneth Branagh. You know, I'm sure some of the UK people know Kenneth Branagh. Other than that, I don't know anybody ever born on that day. So I do now. That's amazing. That is amazing, Dave. I love it. Cool. It is, Raphael. It certainly is. Desmond Saunders, no, don't have TV Netflix or anything like that. Don't even watch much of Cody these days either. Well, we that's what we pretty much watch, Dave, just as Cody. So, and we have Netflix because we don't have anything upstairs for the kids, and they like their shows, certain shows. So, you know, Netflix is fairly reasonable. So we kept Netflix for the kids, but we find a lot of times it's dinner. That's usually when we'll watch something on Netflix. We'll put on a show that lasts like about half an hour, and Joe says it's like background noise. It's background noise. Maria, George, how are you? Hello, Jeff and everybody. Good morning to all. It's good to see you, Dromar family. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. There we are. Okay. Like I said last week, I'm only going to be doing like hour shows now. I won't be going like the long ones, like the hour and a half ones that I did previously and stuff like that. You know what? Sometimes you can go on for an hour and a half, and sometimes you're pushing at strings and stuff. You're pulling the strings. So I think, you know what? Honestly, an hour's pretty sufficient as far as I'm concerned. I think it is. Let's see. Give me 2 seconds. I pulled the glass up, but I never had a sip. I'm drinking lots of water now. I'm starting to lose weight. I'm starting to lose a little bit of weight. I'm out walking every day now, and you know what? I'm getting down. We did a video last week, and I finally got it put up yesterday. Anyways, it was down. Joe says it's a little misleading. I said, yeah, but it's still the Thames River here. I mean, and on the video, I think the video we called it Down on the Thames or Down at the Thames or something like that. At the bottom, you know, we put London, Ontario, Canada, so nobody's thinking it's. But yeah, literally, I went down to the river, took some footage and stuff. Just had some fun. I was out, like to get out for a walk and stuff. And you know, you can take some footage while you're going, and so that's what I did. But anyways, it's funny. Down at the river about a week and a half, 2 weeks before I was down there, literally where I was walking was underwater, good 150 feet inland. But it had receded, so it's kind of it was good to come to walk where I was, and you know, I had a good time. But I think I'm gonna bring something with me from now on, because I started realizing, you know, you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're all by yourself. It's maybe not the best thing in case you come across any animals. So I think I may have to just bring some protection and stuff like that. See, Joe says, "Oh, you're." I said, "Yeah, I know, I'm fine." But you know, there's coyotes, and I just realized that we have bobcats, or I don't know if it's lynx or bobcat, but they have those just like probably about 2.5 kilometers outside of where I live and stuff like that. And my buddy was saying if he goes to work at like 5:30 in the morning, he said one day he was going up in the one main intersection with the gas station. It literally goes from the edge of the city out into the country, so it's literally just open fields. And he said, you know, it's early morning, and he thought, wow, that's the biggest cat I've ever seen. And he said it had these, like, not spots, but these, like, lines or something on it. And he thought, what is that? He couldn't figure for the life of him. Then he went home, and he realized it was way too big for a cat. He says, literally, it stopped on the road, looked at me in the car, and then just sauntered, like, to the other side. But, yeah, I wouldn't want to run into those. Those are a little different. When I was talking about coyotes, I mean, I don't want to run into a coyote, but literally, if I had to, you know, literally, I think a coyote you could probably deal with. You wouldn't want to get bit with one, but you could probably deal with a coyote. But the lynx or bobcat, that's a totally different story. So I think some of the places I'm going to go, I'm going to still go out. But I'm definitely not going to take my son with me, and I'm just going to make sure I start paying attention from now on. But anyways, the video on the Thames River, someone was saying, oh, did they kayak or canoe or whatever? Sometimes I think people take, I don't think I've ever seen, maybe one kayak, but a lot of canoes down there. But if you go up the river and about 3 or 4 minutes away, they have like a man-made lake. And I think it's called Fanshawe Lake. Anyways, that's where the Canadian national rowing team, they practice up there in the spring and the fall and stuff like that, and summer and stuff like that. But yeah, they're up there, and I think Silken Lohman on the Canadian national rowing team, she used to be up there like just about every morning. Like if you went up there around 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, you'd run into her. I'd run into a bunch of them, and not 4 in the mornings and stuff like. But yeah, fun place, some good times and stuff. Let's see. Desmond's Dodgers, I spotted it was not the River Thames. Well, no, not the River Thames, that's for sure. It was the Thames River, but literally, Dave, it runs through our whole city. It literally runs for, I have no idea the length of it, but it runs like a good like half an hour outside of London, in through London, and then it goes up to, I don't know if it goes into Windsor, which is about 2 hours from here, but it's a good lengthy river and stuff. But you know, it is for some fun, and you know, I thought it'd make for some good footage, so that's all it was. But Dromar Family Maria says, Jeff, for some reason it didn't tell me he was live. I think I need to let you go and come. I think I need to let you go and come to your home again. Oh, okay, you know what I mean. I make it sure to smile. Oh yeah, Maria, I know exactly what you mean. I understand completely. But it happens. You know, it happens to some people that I talk to just about a couple times a week, Maria. It can happen. I mean, once you start having so many people, things can be removed, and then. But I understand completely. No worries, Maria. And thanks so much. I do appreciate it. Frank, how you doing? It's good to see you. Art Morbid, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Frank, like I said, literally, I wasn't home a good portion of Saturday and stuff like that. We had a buddy turn 50, We went to his 50th birthday, and we had some fun and stuff like that. So I didn't get home till about 9 o'clock Saturday night, but had a good time. Hope you had a good weekend. I saw some footage in that from Reggie's and stuff. Looked pretty good. It looked good, Frank. It really did. Yes, Art Morbid. I didn't want to say anything, Frank. I don't know if you want to talk about it or we'll just talk about it. I'm setting it up and was wondering if you'll be willing to do a test run today at some point. Yeah, I will. Frank, you're an hour behind us, right? It's 2:40 here, so it's got to be about 1:40. What time is a good time for you? I'm done here in 20 minutes, and I have about half an hour before I have to pick Ethan up, Frank, so I don't know if that's a good time, or like after dinner would be a good time for you, Frank. You just let me know, and I'll be up for whenever is the best time for you, Frank. From our family, okay, then, Jeff. Fast and easy. Oh yeah, no worries. Maria, don't ever worry about it. Like I said, even when people come in and out chat, I love seeing everybody, but no one ever needs to worry and say, hey, I'm going. It's great to see you, but everybody's busy. So if you need to go, if you're coming, you need to go. No worries. I'm the last person that anybody ever needs to worry about. I love seeing you, but please, nobody ever think that they have to explain anything to me. I'm not that person in any way. Let's see here. Yes, Frank Art Morbid had some superb footage on recently. He certainly does, Dave. Amazing footage. Art Morbid. The day after dinner, if you like, so assuming around 5 p.m. Frank, Joe's done at 5 p.m. your time or 5 p.m. my time. Joe's done at 5 p.m. our time. So I leave the house around 4:30 our time, which is 3:30 your time. And then by the time I get her, I'm looking about 6 or so. I'd be available. Let's see, Frank. I don't know. I'd be for me. It would be best around 7 my time, which might be 6, or any time after that. And the only reason I don't say 5, because 5 your time would be 6 our time. I may not be home yet, or if you're looking at 5 my time, I'm not going to be home. That's the only thing. But I definitely like to do it. Definitely, I know it's not going to take us long. Literally, just get on and make sure it's working. But whatever time is best for you. I just 5 p.m. may not be good because I just probably won't be home. That's all. I think it'll be something fast just to test things out. Okay, great. So 7 p.m. your time. Yeah, 7 our time, which would be 6. Is that too early for you, Frank? Because I can make it a little early, a little later or something if you want. Whatever. I'm good for 7. I'll just say, Joe, that I need to be home for 7. But yeah, like I said, it literally won't. We're just doing the hangout, so it won't take long at all. But yeah, that's perfect. Now I sent you my. Hopefully, I won't say it over there, but I sent you the email, Frank. I think did I? I hope I did at least. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, but 7 p.m. sounds good, Frank. 7 p.m. sounds good. Bangladeshi Canadian Mom. Hello, friends. How are you today? Good. I hope you're doing well. How's the weather down your way? I hope you're having good weather and stuff like that. You know what? It's absolutely beautiful here. It really is. It is beautiful here. Give me a second. I keep saying I'm going to have some water, but I haven't had any yet. Don't have to be super punctual. I'll probably get going and send you the invite and just come on. Right. Okay, sounds good. Yep. I'll be ready for 7, Frank, or close to it, or whenever you need to. But I mean, you need to get hold of me. Just send me a message on Instagram or Twitter or whatever it is. Okay. So, anyways. Bangladeshi Canadian Mom says, yesterday was our New Year. Wow, was it? Well, that's awesome. That is awesome. That is amazing. Bangladeshi Canadian Mom. Are you in Bangladesh or are you in Canada? You don't need to tell me your location or anything. But, I don't realize, are you in Canada or are you in Bangladesh? I don't know. I know it says Bangladeshi Canadian Mom. Like I said, you do not need to tell me where you're located. But just like, a country I would imagine doesn't matter because it's literally a... Oh, okay. Sounds great. Okay, perfect, Frank. Perfect. Yes, Happy New Year, Bangladeshi Canadian Mom. That's amazing. That is good. I hope you had a good one. I hope you did have a very nice day yesterday. It was, I can't remember what it was like here yesterday. Oh, no, I'm in Canada. Okay, I thought so, but I mean, like I said, I don't need to know anyone's location. But like country, you know, countries are big, so you know you never have to worry when you say somebody's country. That's for sure. But that's awesome. Yeah, no, I'm in Canada too, but the weather, it didn't start off the nicest this morning. It was a little chilly, a little cooler, but it was gray. But this afternoon, the sun's out. Still not the warmest, but the sun's out. That's the main thing. You know what? Who doesn't want the sun? Yeah. Oh gosh, what was I going to say now? What was I going to say? There was something I was going to talk about. I should have wrote it down because I've completely slipped my mind. For life of me, I can't remember what I was going to talk about. But anyways, what's everybody else up to? What did everybody else do on the weekend? Anybody do anything exciting? That's a good question. I've been yapping for about 45 minutes. I usually by about 10-15 minutes in, I'll say, hey, what's going on? You know, it didn't take me long to just yap this long, but I kind of forgot to ask how everybody's doing. So, remember, just to be sure, as far as time zone right now, it's 1:45 in Chicago. What time is it for you? 2:45. So 7 p.m. my time would be 6 p.m. your time. Is that too early for you, Frank? You just tell me. And like you said, I literally know it's just a matter of setting things up to make sure everything's working and stuff like that. But yeah, I know you're an hour behind. You're in Central Time because my brother, he's in Illinois, and when we go there, you have to shoot the hour. Have to go back an hour and that. But it's 2:46 right now. Smith Daughters. We went to. Hopefully I don't mess this up, Dave. Spiny Loke, Bernie. Shot hours of video, so loads of editing to do. Oh, that's good, Dave. That's amazing. You know what? I was messing around with a few things, and we were putting video together last night. And like I said, that's one of the reasons we didn't go live last night. Joe did not want to go live. She was tired. She got home, and we've been out shopping. That's a long story. But we were out, and she says, I really don't want to go on tonight. I said, no worries. I said, I've got this video I've got to get done, so worked on that for a tiny bit and got it up and running. I found the hardest thing about that was I had a bunch of footage, but I had some footage that didn't work with the video and stuff. So I said to Joe, help me put this together like piece by piece, because you know sometimes this needs to be the beginning, this needs to be the end. But I had a few that kind of mismatched and stuff like that, so I had to get rid of them. I put them in another folder. Joe said just keep them for later just in case. But yeah, that's all it was. Hey Ian, how are you? I'm Macy. Hi, good people on YouTube, sending you my best of wishes. Oh, it's great to have you. Thanks. I may say I realize you could just be dropping in, but thank you very much. It's perfect. Okay, good, Frank. Good. Oh, Bangladesh, thanks for wishing me. Oh gosh, no worries. You know what? It's funny. You say it about it was your New Year yesterday. Our son, he was born New Year's Day here, so January 1st. He was supposed to be born Christmas Day, but he ended up being born on January 1st. So our son's New Year's, New Year's here and stuff like that, so January 1st, but yeah, we can't ever forget that day. Let's see here. Dormer Family Jeff, you said you posted a video yesterday. It didn't even tell us at all. We posted one yesterday as well. I'll go check it out now and leave you live. Oh, okay. Thanks, Maria. Yeah, no, it's not long at all, Maria. It's like just under 6 minutes. Literally, it's just some footage while I'm out, like for a hike and stuff like that. Just, I'm gonna try to do a video a week and stuff. Long story short, I'm not going to cancel the lives and stuff like that or close lives out. I still want to do lives. But I think the 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, you know what? At the beginning, I was able to do 5 a week and stuff like that. And but you know, as time runs on, it's harder and it gets harder and harder to do 5 a week. Because sometimes you get on, it's like, oh, and then other times, you know, you can get on. Look at it. We're 50 minutes in, and the 50 minutes went by like that. You can have a day like this, or you can get the day like, jeez. So you never know. So I said to Joe, and Joe said to me, maybe you need to stop not doing lives, but just stop doing so many. And I thought, maybe, I'm not getting burnt out or anything, but maybe it's best to just not do as many and stuff like that. And so I'm going to try just, I'll do the rest of the week like this and that at 2 p.m. and stuff. But I think going forward, like starting next week, I don't know what days I'll do it, but I'm going to do at least 3 at the maximum, 2 at the minimum. But I'm not going to do 5 a week. I'll do either 2 or 3. And that also, you know, and if anybody wants to come on, they're not going to have some guy that's on here going, like 5 minutes in. So does anybody have anything else to say? Because I noticed the last week or so that I was starting to get like that, and I thought, that's not me, and I was getting kind of, I was becoming very, very, I don't want to say boring, but boring in my own opinion too, so I thought, well, let's just maybe cut back a little bit, then I'll have a little bit more to talk about and stuff, because, yeah, and you know what, I know spring and summer is getting here, and like I said to a few people, I don't really know what this brings, spring and summer, because you know what, the good weather's here, people got a lot more going on and stuff like that, so people are out doing things, you know, people may not want to come on YouTube and stuff as much, like, to watch this kind of stuff, you know, watching videos. So I thought, you know, maybe it's time to, like, cut back a little bit and just do so many lives in that week. And like I said, not do the big long ones, just do an hour, and that's about it. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. Let's see here. Oh, yes, Drew, be careful, Jeff, don't fall in the water again. Yes, I wouldn't have wanted to fall into the river that I was down at the end of last week. It was a lot deeper than the little creek that I was in the snow video that we did and stuff. That the Thames River is a lot deeper and stuff like that. And down in the middle, at the beginning, it's just a smaller portion. But what happens is just down the way they have a dam and stuff like that, and so the water, the change in the water flow is when they're opening and closing the dams and stuff like that. So if I'd have went in a little further, I was getting closer to the dam, and I don't know I think they'd let you know when they're opening it, but I would have not have wanted to be where I was if they'd opened it, because it had receded quite a bit in, because they'd when they open it you can go for, yeah, I would not have been want to be where I was in that. Let's see here. Christmas Daughters. Dave says, okay, Jeff, do not read this. Remember, folks, this is the guy who went out to buy coffee and donuts to defeat the Lions during the addiction. Okay, Jeff, now you can read this. Yeah, no, Dave, honestly, I swear, I'm gonna cut down on this. As you can, you know, Sunday night, Joe and I do a show, Jeff and Jojo. We didn't do it. We missed the last. I think we did one. We didn't do it last week. I don't know when the last time we did it, but the last tiny bit, she hasn't wanted to go live on Sunday night, so we cut last night out completely. And like I said, I'm not cutting anything out or anything like that. I'm just gonna slow it down a little bit. That's all. I hopefully that makes sense, because I do like going on. I just find that me doing this as much sometimes gets a little monotonous for people, and that's why I thought it'd be best to just kind of slow it down a little bit. That's all. I may see. I hope the weather warming up over there, Jeff. Yeah, it is, Ian. It is. Literally, the spring seems to be here. The last week and a half, 2 weeks and stuff. Today it was a little chillier. It was, I forget what the temperature said right now. It said, let's see. It's 6 degrees Celsius right now. It was 1 degree this morning when we took my wife and son to school and work, but yeah, it's warmed up to about 6, so it's gone up 4 or 5 degrees since then, and it's not so bad. It's just it's a little on the chillier side. The sun's out, so I find, you know, the sun's out, that's the best. But it's been raining here a little bit more. On the weekend it rained quite a bit, so I'm not up for that so much. If it wants to do that, I always say, you know, let it do it in the night and be done with it. But anyways, but yeah, no, the weather's changed here quite a bit, and you know, it seems to be more spring-like weather, so I'm a little bit happy about that. How about over there? How's the weather? Is it imagine spring? You must be getting a lot of spring-like weather over there, I would imagine, everybody. Truce food. It's okay, Purple Maria. Oh gosh. Judy Ann Lewis, how are you? Just 8, how are you? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. You know what? It's, I was going to say it's Friday, but yeah, I'm not going to get into that like I did last week, but it's Monday. You know, good Monday. Only can't complain about being Monday today. Only I keep saying to everybody, the kids and the wife, that, you know what, everybody's off here Friday, because it's Good Friday, so they give the kids and the wife Friday and Monday off, my Good Friday and Easter Monday. So they're off for the 4-day weekend, so it's kind of nice. They've only got 3 more days of work and school and stuff, so that's kind of nice. And Just 8 says, in California, beautiful today. Is it? Oh, good. Yeah, the sun's out, so that's the best thing. I cannot complain about it. Macy says, cold at the moment, frost in the morning, but set to warm up by the weekend. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I don't know if I think frost is done, but I could be wrong here. I could be wrong. I mean, it was 1 degree, so it could have been colder overnight. Unfortunately, when I sleep, I get so warm that I leave the one side of the bedroom window open, and the wife, she's got blankets on. It's like, it's not cold at all, but I'll leave the window open like this. And the other day, I think Saturday morning, it had rained in the night. It was still raining when I woke up. I woke up about 5 in the morning. I thought, it's still chilly in here. I got up, and usually our bedroom, the way it faces, you don't usually get snow or rain or anything coming in. But for some reason that morning, the rain was coming in. The end of the bed was literally, I'm about this far away from the window, and literally, you know, it was raining. Like the wind was blowing the rain in onto the bed. I thought, oh man, she is going to be a little upset with me over this one. But anyways, it is what it is. No, it's not Friday even. I know that. Oh yeah, no, not Friday. No, I kind of messed up on that, didn't I? But I'm not going to have that week again. You remember that, Dave? All last week, every day I thought it was like a day or 2 behind. I don't know what was wrong with me. Macy Ian says, looking forward to my first wild camp with the dogs. Oh my gosh, that'll be amazing. That'll be amazing. Those are some absolutely beautiful dogs you have, Ian. They're beautiful, beautiful dogs. Macy says, needs to be about 10 Celsius a night for me. Yeah, that's about right. You know what? I can live with 10 Celsius easily. In the summer, we have... What do we have here in the summer? Usually gets into the high 30s. My wife, she's from up north where it's in the 20 degrees, mid-20s and stuff. So it doesn't usually get into the high 30s. And even if it does get to 30s up there, the humidity is nothing like it is here. The humidity, we're right in the Great Lakes area, so we get a lot of humidity, and it's humidity causes the heat, and then in the winter a lot of snowfall. But literally, there's a word I have to stop using. Literally, yes, my wife would like it in the mid-20s, not in the late 30s. Like it gets. Just 8. Thanks, Jeff, for watching my unboxing. Oh gosh, no worries at all. From our family race says, okay, Jeff, very nice, beautiful. Love it. Oh gosh, Maria, thanks. Watch the full. Posted a video yesterday as well. I'll have to take a look, Maria. I will take a look. I will. Well, anyways, so how's everybody else? Anybody have anything exciting? I'll only be on about 2 or 3 more minutes, and I'll close it up. How's everybody else doing? Anybody have anything else going on today or the rest of the week and stuff like that? Like I said, only 3 more days. Like I said, I think Friday. I don't know if I'll go live Friday because it's Good Friday, and I've got Ethan home tomorrow. I will go hopefully live tomorrow unless I'm doing something with him. But I have Ethan home with me tomorrow. He had a dance recital for school, and he's known about it for 2 months. I don't know why. They give him permission slips for the kids to go. And he came home, and I thought, there's got to be something going on. That he came home, and he was just, he was so adamant about it. He says, Dad, Mom, I'm not going to it. I said, what do you mean you're not going to it? It's a dance recital. I said, you know, you like the arts? And he goes, that's not art, Dad. I said, well, it is. But he was having no part of that. He says, I don't want to go watch girls dance. I said, it's not like that, Ethan. I said, if you went, you'd probably have some fun. He might not, but anyways, he vowed up and down. He went a little, silly until Mom broke down and signed the form. I said, what did you do that for? He's 11 years old. He needs to be going for that. There's nothing wrong with that. So anyway, she says, well, he was not going to enjoy it. So anyways, Joe signed the form. He's not going. So the last week and a half, he's like, Dad, I'm off Tuesday. I'm like, what do you mean you're off Tuesday? Mom said that I can stay home with you. I said, no, you can stay at school and do work or whatever. You're in school anyways. He said, no, all the kids are gone. There's no supply teacher. I can't stay at school. I said, oh, so you get to stay home. He says, yeah, you get to have your son home. Nothing wrong with that. But I thought, he's in school. He should be going to these things. But anyways, he's home with me tomorrow. So we'll see if we'll see what happens tomorrow. Just the awesome nature sounds on video before. Behind you. Is there? Okay, I can't wait to see what it actually sounds like after. I literally, when I like download these videos, I can't always tell even on the playback. Some of the videos you can hear the sounds, and other ones, a few people said there were sounds, so I turned it down about to 3/4, so I don't think it's as loud. But I'm looking forward to hearing what it sounds like. She states it's getting ready for Easter. Yes. You know what's funny? Jenna, our daughter, she has to go to a volunteer day on Saturday for a couple, like 3 or 4 hours. It's nothing, but the hours, they have to have volunteer hours in high school to graduate, and if they don't have these volunteer hours, they can't actually graduate without them. So anyway, last year she did nothing, and then the beginning of the year, Joe got her some hours doing a few things, just a couple hours, but she has to get 40 hours, which is nothing, but she has to do 40 hours in 4 years, so 10 hours a year. That's nothing, right? I think she's got like 2 or 3 right now, and then this would be, so if she did Saturday, they would give her 6 hours. It's still nothing, right? She still needs 34 more hours. And she tells Joe last night, she says, "Oh yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do that." And Joe says, "What?" She says, we went out of our way to find you hours for this Easter Easter egg hunt on Saturday at one of the schools." So Joe knows one of the girls, her church is putting it on, and so she said that if Jenna and her friends want to come, they could get like 3 or 4 hours. So Joe signed her up, and at the time she said okay, but last night now she says I don't even know if I want to be part of it. Joe and I both said okay, if she has nothing to do with this, we put our hands up. That's it. If she doesn't do it, it's on her. She has to deal with it herself. If she doesn't graduate in 4 years, then she's got another year to get things done. But anyways, I shouldn't have talked about that on here. But Desmond's daughter Dave says, editing, Jeff, lots of editing. Dormar family, love how you can listen to the water in the background. I wish I could hear it, but it's probably best I didn't. Otherwise, I might fall asleep. Drew's Food Reviews, Drew says, not much going on. I'm closer and closer to my hours. Thanks to everyone. Yes, Drew, that's amazing. That is good. Just ate my nephew's off this week for Easter. That's great. That is great. This Miss Saunders, I do. I want to watch them dance. Yeah, no, he wanted to have nothing to do with that, Dave. Nothing to do with that. Let's see here. Just ate Desmond. What is your editing system? And do you like your editing system? I miss it. I like to make you a green screen video. A green screen video, Jeff. Oh my gosh, I miss it. I would love it. Like I said, these videos, Ian, they're literally off Pixabay or Creative Commons. I use the ones that no copyright usage or whatever. So then they're not very big files, but I download them and I just put them in OBS, and then with OBS I've got a green screen behind, but I need it a little wider. So I put myself in here, and then literally it's like a green thing that I bought off Amazon right behind me and stuff. But it's all for fun. But that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Drew's Food, wow, congratulations, that's awesome. Party at Purple, whatever's house, yay. Just volunteering is key in life in general. That's a great life lesson. It is, exactly. I remember, we did them. For my parents' work, we did them for the school, we did them for stuff for the town or the city, wherever you live. It's just part of life. But the kids nowadays, they think everything's have their hands out for everything. But we try to not convince them, but to let them know that's not how life works. Even with whatever the online stuff and all this, there's still a lot of things that you need to really do just to be a normal and productive person. This Miss Downers, I use 2 or 3 separate pieces of software. Movie Maker, IZSoft, and VSDC. A free editor. Movie Maker, why is he working reasonably well as VSDC if need? Hi Joe, how are you? How your average Jojo? I was just telling everybody how we're trying to get our daughter Jenna to participate on Saturday, Joe, for the Easter egg hunt and stuff. And everybody's saying that she should be doing it. Well, maybe nobody said it, but everybody agrees. I think. Drama Family Jeff, so funny, said I'd fall asleep. Fall asleep. I was very relaxing, so I understand why you would say you'd fall asleep. Yeah. Oh gosh, I realize, Maria. I know. Oh gosh, Joe, look, Raphael Scrapper saying hi to you. Juice Food, I will do live later this week, maybe. Okay. Maria from Dromar Family saying hi to you, Joe. Whiskey Woman 5, hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Jeff and Jojo. Joe, Whiskey Woman 5's here. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. How's it up in the Sioux? Is spring here? Spring's here in down in our neck of the woods in London, but can't complain. Spring's here. I may see X and I'll make one. I need some local subject matter. Okay, that's awesome. I love it. I would love that. Absolutely love it. And like I said, I run through OBS. I mean, I know there's a lot of things you can do, but I love OBS that you can use stuff like that. And I think it's, like I said, you can see there's a loop back on this. Literally, it's like a pond. I can't think of the word. Sorry, I apologize. But it literally loops. I think it's about 30 or 20 seconds. This one's not very long. Just keeps going on and on. But you know what? It is fun. That'll be amazing. I love that. Tony, how you doing? Viewed this afternoon. Woo, I made it. Yeah, I'm not going to be on much longer, but it's great to have you here. Thanks very much. I was telling everybody I'm going to try to make shorter ones, just like hour-long ones, and probably not 5 times a week. Joe, you don't know this yet, but I told everybody maybe just go to a few days a week, like 3, maybe 2 at the very least, but the maximum 3 a week. Just because, you know, sometimes you get on here and it's not as always easy to get on here and think of things to talk about. I need to write things down, but I don't always have a set schedule, so sometimes it may be best to just do shorter ones and stuff. But we'll see what happens. Just a cool Desmond. I use 2 editing systems for myself. Do you? That is awesome. Let's see here. Just 8. Judy Ann saying hi to you, Joe. Love my drawings. Hi, Jeff. Got the OBS looking great, brother. Oh, thanks very much. Like I said, you know, it's just some good fun and stuff like that. Nobody's, you can see it says thanks for being part. You know, the channel's called Idiot Today. Nobody hears. It's just a term that I'm using and stuff like that on the ticker tape or whatever at the top. It just allows me to type something and say thanks to everybody. That's all it is. But you can add a lot more, but I don't want to put too much to it. So this is just a kind of a basic view, but nice enough in that. It just kind of gives you a different feel than just sitting in front of the webcam. Because I did that for the longest time. But I thought, you know what, I'd always watch people do other things. So just, you know, and I like being outside, so that's why I did this and stuff like that. Let's see here. Wisconsin 5 says rain has almost washed the snow away, so we're getting there slowly. Oh, good. Joe says we talked to her niece and sister-in-law. They were down. They went down to Vaughan last weekend, and we spent the weekend with all of them. And they were saying they still have snow up in Sudbury, but I think Joe was saying the last couple of days, I think it's starting to melt away too, because we're headed up a week and a half. No, almost just under 2 weeks. We're heading up to Sudbury for one of the long weekends. The first weekend of I guess about 2 weeks. The first weekend of May and stuff. So Joe's hoping that the weather is a lot better for the time when we get up there, because I know they've had a little bit of snow, not a little bit, a lot more snow than we've had here. Gosh, let's see here. Oh, Dromore Family's not your average JoJo. Did you see funny Snapchats that I had gotten from George? Oh gosh. Joe says, yes, that's a great idea, Jeff. And then you have time to get out and do some filming now that the spring's here. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm going to try to get a video at least once a week, Joe. And you know, I like getting out. So you know, the next month and a half, by the time June rolls around, Joe, I'll be starting to look more, you know, job-wise and stuff. So that's why, yeah. So things will change at that point. But you know what? But yeah, we're not stopping live in any way, but just going to just reduce and not do them 5 times a week. That's all it is. Sorry about that. I'm a little bit behind. Oh, yes, it is. It is. And you know what? We're going to watch that tonight. Just 8 Judy Winter is coming again. Were you able to watch the premiere? No, I didn't. And I've stayed off anything on the internet about it, Judy, because we can't wait. I can't wait to see Daenerys tonight. Sorry, Joe, but I'm looking forward to seeing Daenerys on Targaryen. I can't say her last name. I can't wait to see Game of Thrones tonight. I cannot wait. I'm excited. I don't know what happened. I do not want to know. We've stayed off anything that lets us know what's going on. But I said to Joe, luckily there's only a couple girls, and they won't tell you. They don't watch this show, so it's good. But yes, I'm looking for it. Did you see it last night? I won't ask you what happened, but did you see it? I imagine it probably was pretty exciting. Macy says, set the camera on a tripod, find a cool spot, and make sure the wind don't blow the sound out. Good way to showcase the channel. You know what? That is a good idea. You know, it's funny. Ian, I have a tripod upstairs we bought about a year ago, and I've never used the darn thing. You know, I used the GoPro with, when I got the GoPro, it came with this, not tripod, but it comes with this, like, it's not a stick, but GoPro, it's like a handle, and then it does, like, a bunch of different variations and stuff. So I've been using that to film, but I have not done one where it set the tripod up and just left it. I need to do that, because I'd like that footage too. It would be nice to get some shots or just some video and stuff, but I should use that. I should use that. I really should. Trev, how you doing? Hi Jeff, sorry late, been shopping. Trev, you don't have to apologize at all, my friend. And guess what? I didn't even talk about the GOT show from last night. But I'm just kidding. What do we have here? Oh, that's something. I turn off my phone when I'm live, the volume, so I saw something pop up. I didn't know if it was one of the kids. Let's see here. Just ate. I recorded it so I can watch Game of Thrones tonight. Can't wait to see Jon Snow. Yeah, no, I haven't seen it. We'll watch it on the box. Oops, sorry, I hit the desk and it shook everywhere. But and I think the box that we used to watch Game of Thrones on, there's so many people watching it. It almost, I came to a standstill. I couldn't get it to work last night, so I said to Joe, we'll just watch it tonight. We'll watch it tonight. Judy Ann, if you like Game of Thrones, there's a great show on Netflix called Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders is fantastic. I came across that show from Marie from the Purchers, and she was right. She said that Martin loves Peaky Blinders, and I love Peaky Blinders too. It takes place in 1918 in Birmingham. Fantastic show. Oh gosh, no worries. Whiskey 15. Sorry guys, have to run. It's good to see it. Yes, no worries. I'm gonna have to get off here too. I've been 10 minutes over. Dave, maybe you're right. Maybe it's funny. Joe, Desmond's Donders, Dave says to me, says, watch what you say, Jeff. You know, I remember you doing a show live from a donut shop, because you remember how I said that I might reduce the... I'm going to try to do it. I am going to try to do it. But, Dave, you're right. The addiction is real. Oh, gosh. Let's see here. Oh, yep, the fellas are asleep. I'm talking about Game of Thrones. And both Dave and Trev from Desmond's Donders and Posh Cats Camping are sleeping. I put them to sleep. Okay, I'll stop talking about it. Where are we here? Tony, do this. I was wondering how Dave was still awake. Yeah, I've tried not to talk about it, Tony. I've tried not to talk about it. Oh my gosh. Yep, laughing at Dave and Trev. I love it. Yep, I love when these guys, I go off. I may see 3 away. Oh gosh. Yeah. Judy, and just a Desmond sleeping. Don't worry. I don't know what happened. I need to see Game of Thrones tonight. Yes. Literally, Judy, Ann, when Dave from Desmond's Donders and Trev from Posh Cats Camping come on, and I start even talking about it, they both go like that, like they're sleeping in the chat. There's loud snoring. Is that you, Dave? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. A gimbal. Yes. It's Tony. It's when I bought the GoPro last year. They had a Black Friday special. Before it was so whatever the price was, but then on the Black Friday they gave they offered something else with the GoPro. They offered you the GoPro. It's not a stick, but it's like that. Literally, it can become a stick, but also it becomes like this extended stick and stuff, and it can do different angles and stuff. So, anyways, it was just kind of a nice thing that they offered. So that's why I bought it at Good Friday, Black Friday. Let's see if I'm missing anybody. I'm sorry about this so far. Did I miss somebody here? Everybody? I think I might have. Have I? Give me a second. I don't know if I have. I don't want to miss somebody here. Let me see. I don't use tripods, just good image stabilization, obligating. Oh, objects. Oh, okay. I understand then. I understand. Yo, yes, Joe, yes. Sorry. So, right, we're going to watch at least, and they're going to take... Sorry, Tony. Close your ears, Tony, for a second. Tony, they got to because the Bruins beat them the other night, so now it needs to be the Leafs turning it. Hopefully, I don't want to go to Game 7, Tony. I don't want to see back and forth, back and forth. I want to see it like I can't be like Tampa and Columbus. Tony, I'm so excited to see Columbus just walking right down over Tampa. I love it. 3-0, buddy. 3-0. Yes, we need to watch the Leafs tonight. Hey, Joe. Yep, you know what? Mitch Marner is, you know what? Mitch Marner, I don't care what anybody says about Nylander. Nylander is a fan. You know what? If you like the Leafs, you know what? Nylander is a fantastic hockey player. I think everybody was down on him because, you know, he held out for a bit, went back to Sweden. But Nylander's a fantastic hockey player. They really wouldn't be. You know what? Matthews hasn't done what he did at the beginning of the first year. He was there. The second year, he just kind of, I think he was hurt. And then this year, he's not doing what I thought he'd do. I think Marner's a better player right now than Matthews is at this point. But anyways, I'm looking forward. Hey, Tony, it's going to be a good game, one way or the other. It doesn't matter. I'm just kidding around. It'll be a good game. Joseph, how you doing? Hey, Joseph, if you're not first, you're last, buddy. Good to see you, Joseph. I hope you're doing well. Let's see here. What got go? It was great to see all Peaky Blinders. I'll ask about that show the next time. Yes, it's a great show. Oh, okay. Give me a second here, everybody. Give me a second. Give me a second, okay? Okay. There we are. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... Idiot of the Day T, can you remind us the website link? Yes, Joe, can you drop in the link? Oh gosh, I think we need to get an Idiot of the Day. Can you remind us of the website link? Yes, Joe, can you put the link in? I forget about that. The Teespring link, Joe. Is Joe still here? If Joe's still here, I don't have this Teespring link available right now off Trev. It's literally the link for Teespring is when you go to like the main page, like our site, at the bottom, like the banner at the top, there's different links like your social media links and stuff. One's like Twitter, Instagram, and there's one for Teespring. If you click that, it'll show you Teespring, and it takes you to They Do the Day merchandise, and it shows you all that kind of stuff. Oh boy, the glasses are off. Yes, somebody was calling me. It was Frank, and I wanted to take it, but I couldn't while I was live, so I'm going to have to message him after this. Watch Gets Camping. Trev, the next time I get out there with him, I'm getting footage of him going in. Oh gosh, Joe, no you're not. You're not. Joe wants to push me. Go for it. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. That's weird. That is so weird. That's so weird. I wonder why that. I got a message on here, and it was for Hangouts, but I'm not sure how it detected it on the phone. Jojo, I'll be watching. I think everybody would love to see that, Trev. But the thing is, I guess that's the thing. I've been going. Yes, it would be viral, wouldn't it? I better watch it. Joe might be around the corner next time, Dave, and she might be ready to hit me in. You never know. Yes, thanks, Joe. There's the Teespring link. Trev, that's a link. It just shows like different things on the Teespring site and stuff like that. Let's see here. Just food, Jeff. You should make a new series for Fridays the week wrap up. Oh, jeez. You know what, Drew? Joe always says you have the best, and you do. You really do. You should make you could have a whole show on that, Drew. Like, when people come in, you give them, like, name. Oh, my gosh, Drew. That would be fantastic. Everybody just goes to Drew's, so they can be given a name from Drew. Drew, that would be fantastic. I think Joe's always saying, Drew always has the best ones when he comes up with viral video. Yes, Dave, it would be pretty funny. Oh, gosh. Drew's food reviews. Exactly. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Trev, I'm sorry. The only reason I couldn't drop it when I'm using OBS, it's not a hog resource, but it takes a lot of resources. So when I try to go back to YouTube, what happens is OBS has like a code, like your not a serial code, but it has like a login from YouTube. It's the way you go into YouTube Live. So what I do is I open OBS and I hit start stream, and it goes into YouTube and it starts streaming for me because it has all the YouTube information in here. But what happens in the meantime, when I'm on here, if I try to go back to YouTube, there's a big lag in trying to open anything up in a browser. The computer's not the newest computer, so it doesn't, the resources it takes, it's too much on the computer, so that's the only reason I couldn't drop the link. That's why usually I'll say somebody, one of the moderators, to drop the link in, because I just can't sometimes. Drew's Food says, I have a name for my late night chats. It's the Late Night Drew Crew. Oh my gosh, I love it. Zion, hello, how are you? It's good to see you. Thank you very much. Drew, my family says, I baptized Drew as purple whatever, laugh a lot. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That is funny. How did, you know what? Isn't it funny I said I was going, Dave, you may have a thing here. Remember I said I was only going on till 3 o'clock. How did we end up 20 after 3? It's, literally, it's 20 minutes after I thought the time that I was going to turn it off. But I probably should shut it down here, because I literally need to go pick Ethan up in a bit. But yeah, I'll close it down for today. Everybody, I really appreciate each and every one of you coming. I really do. Keep going, Jeff. Maria, I would like to. Don't blame me, Jeff. Oh, Dave, I wasn't blaming you, my friend. I wasn't blaming you. But I didn't realize how late it was. Because usually I finish at 3:25. Then I have to go pick Ethan up. But I didn't realize the timing and stuff. I did not realize that. I did not realize. Drew's Food. Okay, bye, Jeff. Yes, Drew, thanks again. Everybody, I'm going to close off because in about 3 or 4 minutes I have to leave anyways. I want to thank you all for coming again. Peace, love, and come drop buttons to all. Back to work for me. Be well. Take care, Tony. Thanks again, my friend, for coming. Zion, thank you, Desmond's Donders, everybody, Dromar family, Posh Cats Camping, each and every one of you for coming. We love the chat. Yes, Trev and Raphael Scrapper. See you around, Jeff. Raphael, thanks again. Joe, you know, I was saying to Raphael that I didn't get to see the whole thing, but I got to see some of his live, and it was so good to see him. It really was. Trev, thanks everybody for coming. Raphael, Trev, Dave, Maria, absolutely everybody. Ian from My Macy, Tony from Viewed This, Xeon, video calling. So, Jim, sorry I dropped off. Jeff was listening while we're. Oh, Jim, please, never worry about. You know, never in a million years, never even need to explain. I try to get on sometimes. I can't always get on everything, but please, nobody ever think they have to. I really appreciate that. Love my drones. I appreciate absolutely every single person dropping in. I really do. And like I said, I love doing this, and that's why I said, you know, to have time in my life. I really am. But sometimes, you know, I don't want to stop doing this. I absolutely love all this. This has been great. Met a great bunch of people on here. Like each and every one of you, you know, you make my day every day. And like Joe says, it doesn't matter when we see, if you see it today, tomorrow, a week, a month down the road. It's always great to see it, and you know what? The best time is when we see it, is when it's best for you. Anyways, I'm going to have to run, everybody. I have to pick up my son, so I'm going to let you go for today. Hopefully be back tomorrow. My son's off tomorrow, so I should be on, but I'm going to play it by ear for tomorrow. Have a good day, everybody. You too, Jim, thanks. See, yes, Frank, I'll talk to you. I might send you a message in 2 seconds, Frank. Dave, take your mermaids in my video tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna love that. So everybody, I'm gonna drop off. Say thank you very much. I really truly appreciate it. Have a good afternoon and good evening. Much appreciated. Joe, I'll see you at 5 o'clock, so in about an hour and a half. Everybody have a good day. Okay. Thanks again for coming. Maria, thanks again. Everybody, it was great to see you. Take care. Bye bye.